learn the third dimension. You see the world the way it really is in 3 dimensions. You are not earthbound, and you get a chance to dream and to have a sense of nature and history. I think it's a really wonderful experience to be part of aviation. And all of us here tonight have a passion for aviation. And it is, the passion is more important than the aviation in a certain sense. So I'm glad that we're all here sharing a passion.
And we are here all sharing a passion. I'm very proud to say that my great-grandfather was very much involved in aviation in the early 20s. And I'm sort of the 4th generation member of the family to carry that on. And we're very glad to have you a part of all the things that are going on in the EAA, especially Young Eagles. And maybe you could tell us sort of how you feel about Young Eagles and what that's all about.
Well, first I want to say thank you to the Ford Motor Company for their support of EAA, the Young Eagles program. It's been very important to have sponsorship on the Airventure. And again, it's an example of following a passion, because a corporation doesn't necessarily have a passion. It's the individuals that make up the Ford family that have had a passion for aviation and have chosen to support EAA the way they have. And it's made a huge difference. Thank you.
Good. Thank you very much. The Young Eagles has been an important part of your life and important thing of the things you do in life. Why don't you tell us about Young Eagles and your impression of where they're going?
Well, I was first approached to participate in Young Eagles by fellow aviators in Driggs, Idaho, which is just over the hill from where I am lucky enough to have a house in Jackson, Wyoming. And I first started flying Young Eagles with the Driggs chapter. And I really enjoyed it. It was a great pleasure. I enjoy the company of other pilots, and I love introducing kids to aviation. But what I think is even more important than the pleasure of flying young kids is the opportunity to create a relationship between those kids and their parents, who are not just parents but voters and citizens. And we need to put a good face on general aviation. There's a considerable pressure coming to bear on our freedoms out of ignorance, out of mistrust, misinformation, and we need to stand up for our passion, for our freedoms. One of the things that I've always been attracted to in aviation is that we earn the freedom that we enjoy. We self-motivate, we self-discipline, we structure ourselves so that we learn and are capable of doing something that not very many people get a chance to do.
We talked about earlier tonight about what's going on in America and all the important things, and these are the kind of people, in my opinion, that make a difference. These are the people who are passionate about aviation. These are the people who can tell Washington that general aviation is an important part of what's going on in this country. So we at Ford applaud you for all the things you're doing, and keep at it. I mean, do all the things you think are important to do. Continue to support EAA. The Poporesnys have, in my opinion, done an absolutely. This is the time when we should thank the Poporesnys for an absolutely incredible job. I mean, they are brilliant people who have brought all of this to you and brought it to Harrison and brought it to Edsel and just done a superior job. And so thank you to Tom and to Paul and for all the people who have really made EAA what it is today, and it is an organization made up of people like you and me. I mean, people who care about aviation, and care about the future of general aviation, care about the freedom that my great-grandfather Henry Ford believed was going to take someone from point A to point B. Now, in your world out there, it's aviation, but to me, it's a car, and it's basically the same thing.
One of the things that I was struck by this year is the blossoming of technological innovation, a lot of which is occasioned by the light sport aircraft movement. And if people understood the technological filter down that comes out of aviation technology, I think they'd really appreciate a little bit more what it is that aviation does to improve their lives. And one other thing I want to mention is that I think I'm always struck when I come here by this huge congregation of well-behaved people. Pilots are good citizens, and that's huge to me. So I thank you all for being good citizens, for representing aviation in the positive way that you do, and I wish you many more happy miles in the sky.
I would add my thanks to you as well, and thanks, Harrison, for you and I have done this at least twice that I can think of, and thank you all very much for being a part of this and being a part of this important movement. And general aviation and what you do is so important, and always keep it up, and we will always be there to support you. God bless you, and hope you enjoy the movie tonight. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.